So great, such a pleasure to have you in this chat with GSLC. Today we're going to talk about the workforce, and today if you see, the world needs a qualified workforce. And of course, schools, colleges, universities are trying their level best to up the skills of our students. But whenever I go and speak to corporates, they still feel that there is a lag. They're not finding the right candidate that they have for 21st century skills. So do you agree that schools and universities need to do much more to develop these skills so that they become the future leader and are ready for the global workforce?
Right. I think 21st century skills need to be understood in a context. So we are living in the 21st century, and why the term 21st century skills came about is because in a globally interconnected world, we are not competing one-on-one with each other. We are supposed to be working with each other to accomplish great tasks. So we are either working in global teams and we are accomplishing something, and we are in fact working on bigger projects where a team sitting in India is working with a team sitting in the US, and they're trying to crack something. Now, because of this, certain sets of these 21st century skills like collaboration, communication, critical thinking, creativity, especially social skills like adaptability, initiative, and leadership skills, they come to light. And it is incumbent on schools and universities to first adopt a framework of 21st century skills that they really believe in. That is essential. That is step one. Step two is they need to inculcate it, make it part of the curriculum in a way that just like they provide gradation and marks for technical skills and subjects like physics, geography, chemistry, or even marketing, they need to now bring 21st century skills into the same ambit. Now, there are two ways to do this. One is to make it part of your traditional classroom, your classwork, schoolwork, or college, your curriculum work, or you make it part of your extracurricular activity. And that is where EdTerra Adventures comes in. We found this gap in education pretty early. I think in 2008, 2009, when our founder Shonu Chandra started EdTerra Adventures. It was precisely with this mission to use the occasion of a educational journey or a school trip, whether it's to a domestic destination or an international destination, where the student is highly emotionally invested in that event. That is the moment you provide an opportunity for the student to practice 21st century skills. We accomplish this by giving project work or media project work to students that the student will always have to do in a team. He will never, or he or she will never be able to select his or her own teammates. The same thing that happens when you join a workplace. And they have to accomplish a task that is larger than the student himself or herself. And so that would be my comprehensive response to it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, and very well put up here. Basically, you spoke about 21st century skills. It is very, very essential, and I've seen many schools incorporating these skills as rightly put by you, critical thinking, communication skills, problem solving skills. Okay, it gives them an opportunity to try out new things, experiment with projects, and takes them out of their comfort zone. This is where creativity starts. This is where innovation starts. So very well, I mean, great work EdTerra is doing. Thank you for that input. I also would love to know your thought on Inspire 3.0, where we have actually got so many educational leaders on one platform. And do you think this kind of opportunity of networking and interacting with them is really great opportunity for organizations like you?
Yes, of course. I think we got to learn from each other quite a bit. When so many organizations that are invested in educational services come together, there is bound to be thought-provoking ideas. There are bound to be discussions that spark innovation, and that was very valuable for me personally. Secondly, of course, you meet so many schools. You meet the heads and leaders from so many schools. You get to interact with them at one place, have a discussion with them, and actually figure out whether the problem-solving approach you thought you had in your boardroom, does that match reality? But I think what's commendable about this particular conference was that not only were all the educational service providers and the educators themselves invited, there were enough structured opportunities created by the organizers.
Right.
So that there is an exchange of ideas,
Right.
whether it's through a panel discussion or through a monologue or through a speech. I think that was quite wonderful.
Great. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure having you on this chat with us. Thank you.
Fair enough. My pleasure.
Thank you.